Deng, thank you for being with us today. It's really just such an inspirational story. So you were taken from your family when you were just 6 years old. You lost your right to be a child. You were brainwashed to be a killing machine. How did you survive that?
Just by luck, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel believe in luck.
Luck
Luck.
and people around you? What do you mean by luck?
Well, I didn't know that I could have survived three 3,000 miles from my home country to another country, and despite the fact that I didn't have any clothing or shoe on or food to take on a journey, and plus the fact that we were traveling in the desert, small desert,
Yeah.
and wildlife, and getting to that place, that country, Ethiopia, it's a matter of luck for me because many people didn't survive the journey. They didn't even get there. And because I made it there, I counted that as one of my treasure in life that I treasure every day. I celebrate it. And then being in Ethiopia, suffer from diseases, being crippled, including my intestine, to the point that I lost my mind and feeding on human dungs, perhaps, and survive that and run away again from war and participate in a war, and war that I would describe as a criminal war. There's nothing to do with me at all. Wasn't mine. It would never be mine. And so I think I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And being in this beautiful country,
You're here.
I'm lucky.
So I read your book, and there's a passage in there that really resonated with me. And would you read it for us?
Yeah.
I would love for you to share that with everyone.
I never completed the rites of passage that are required to become a Dinka man. And so in the eyes of some of the people, I am half made. I'm also half made in estimation of some Australians too, those who cannot accept me as their countryman because of the darkness of my skin, where I started my life and my accented English. I know I am whole, though. Yes, I have a difficult life. I'm proud of some of the things I have done and ashamed of others. But I own all of it, and I have reconciled with all of it. That's why I am whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Deng. So, Deng, many people grapple with demons from their past, whether it be a traumatic childhood or abusive relationship or addiction. How did you reconcile with your past?
To be honest, guys, I celebrate everything about my past. I celebrate my failure in life, every single one of them. If I didn't score a goal today, I'll go and celebrate it later. I think they are example of accepting where you go in the direction. And for me, my life was horror, still an horror. But in order for me to move forward, I don't need to complain about it. I don't need to project that onto people. I want to own it, be responsible for everything that is, whether I made it consciously or unconscious decision in that regard. I don't think blaming other people for your ancestors' faults is a good idea, because we live in this moment, and this moment is what actually determines you. So you need to change that culture. And the culture that I'm talking about is the fact that if your father was a fisherman, just like my dad was a fisherman, and you were a bad fisherman, I don't need to be a bad fisherman. I need to be a good fisherman. I need to improve my way of life. So it came back to the idea of being truthful to yourself. And in this world, not many people are quite truthful to themselves.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't go according to the humanity. When I talk about humanity, it's a different topic, a different subject. And I think I answered your question.
Yeah, you did. You did. So there's a saying that goes, you have to be whole in yourself to see life as a whole. This concept of wholeness, of completeness, you talked about it, accepting and being responsible for your good and your bad and just being you. What does being whole mean to you, and why is it important?
Well, I forgive myself. I've forgiven my enemies. I don't have enemies now. And if there's an enemy out there, please show your hand so that we make peace. I think if you look at my past, I have 19 shrapnel in my body. That is meaning that I'm disabled. I was shot on my testicle. I will blame that on somebody if I have to, but I can't do that. I was shot with a gun that I didn't make, so I can blame the man who made the gun. I can go on and on and on again, but do I really have time for that? I think I'm responsible for today and tomorrow. And for me to forgive others and forgive myself, to be able to achieve my inner strength or spirit, to capture that moment, it's time for everyone to reflect on what they can do to other people, because you must come second, you don't come first. And that means you got to be a role model for yourself, and then others can just follow you, and you can become their role models. Because there's no role model in society that are actually not a role model for themselves. That's why you see a lot of problem with people that would think they're a role model, because they fall behind, and there's a lot of problem in humans have defects. But you got to be a role model for yourself first. You got to start doing the right thing first. If it is not good enough for you, and then it's not good enough for me. If it is something that compromises your position, something that perhaps I could blame on you, that you're responsible for the bullet that shot me, and then don't do it. Just be a good person. Because I know if I have to do exactly what other people have done for me, I'll be fighting for the rest of my life. I will die and come back and try to find the dude that shot me, and dude that tortured me. I will come back again and try to do it. And that cycle is what got us to this place as humanity. Cycle of repeating the same things over again, and it's all wrong things. There's no need to repeat things. Just think about others before yourself, what they're going through, the trauma that is going through their body, their mind. Think about it. Think like Today, I'm wearing a sock. Maybe you guys are not wearing it. It's mean yes for me.
Woo!
I simply stopped to become an oppressor. I will never oppress anyone. And assume you are in the position that we're talking about today. You are in the position now, whether it's moral or legal position, and then try to justify that. Why is it important to you? And why is it not important to me? So when you put yourself first, you put a mark there. You put a marker. And that marker must be a right marker. But when you don't put yourself, we talk about others, when you don't even know who you are, and then basically you make a lot of mistakes. And that's why today we're making a lot of mistakes in everything that we do in our life. We copy from a copycat who copied from another copycat who copied from another copycat. And that is the problem. So try to be whole, try to be yourself, try to do everything that is nice. And I think everybody else would be happy. Try to be like a child, perhaps. Try to ask questions. Why are we in this mess? Try to ask and answer that truthfully. Don't shy away. Don't shy. Why are we in this mess? Why did I come to this country? Ask that question. You're my friend. Try to ask that question. Maybe there's a solution there. You got a solution, guys. And I know you are beautiful people. Try to think for a solution. Ask yourself a question. We've got to put an end to this mess. And that means you got to start from yourself, and then I'm second.
So, Deng, I learned yesterday that you're about to enter a new chapter of your life. You're going to be a father.
Yes.
So, speaking about role models, speaking about seeing the world in the eyes of a child, what is the world you want to create for your child?
I'm lucky, man. Quite lucky. Think about it, getting shot there, and be able to have a child. That's another miracle. And I'm excited, but I'm also worried. I'm worried about the environment that my child will be brought up. Even though my child will be born in the most beautiful country in the world, but we still have so much to go. We still have to give other people rights. Don't deny other people rights. So, for me, my child will be born as a warrior. I will fight for the right of others. I will know exactly what it means to be human. My child will be white and it will be black. And that child is a balance. And you can't tell him, go back to where he came from, because he is from Australia and he's Australian. That is a child that will make a difference, wouldn't that be? So I'm excited, guys. And I hope you pray for my child to be born. I don't know the sex of the child yet, so I will let you know when the child is born.
Deng, thank you so much. You're not only whole, but you are such an inspiration. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.